Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. And done. And no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Unite Africa. Let's make our continent a better place. This is Queen City. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, they are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, they are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We don't want no war. We don't want no fighting. We don't want no killing. All we want is peace. We don't want no war. We don't want no fighting. We don't want no killing. All we want is peace. Africa is the cuddle of life. Let we stop the fussing and strife. If we can come together, show love to one another, Africa will be alright. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, they are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, they are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. Love your brothers and sisters, cause that's the only way. Hey, Africans, we are one. Be you black or white. So let's unite, cause that's the only way. Hey, the more we unite, the more we get brighter. Hey, if we stop all the fight, shall we go to the light, yeah? All I see is swelling and clashing of tears. They dirty our minds with fears. We don't hate ourselves for many years, but Mama Africa still cares. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, they are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, they are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. Africa has been a home for the brave, has been a home for civilization. But any negativity that comes lands in Africa. I'm pleading to the rulers of Africa, please be wise up and know what you are doing for your people. And remember, Allah watches over us all.
Woman are we mama, woman are we sister, woman are we auntie, and woman are we outing. We can talk about the strength of a woman. Salon woman them, we they ask, say, we want for let them give we 30%. Salarian women there, are we ready? Are we ready for the 30% that we're asking for? Because it not look like we're already for the 30% they asked for. So if we're not already, really, Sallieu woman, if we're already for 30%, what we they ask, let them give it. I believe say, now the 10 is for we all grab and tie we all jade. Maybe they talk to Rabbi Naniga. Fadludin.
Hey! Fambulem Tindebi. Now we are.
Put a smile upon your face and take you to the higher place. Oh, and the estimates. Strength of a woman. Strength of a woman. Woman. They should never underestimate the strength of a woman.
Tindebi. Tindebio Ishawiyada. As the bank governor, don't come before we and confess say he bribe plenty salon couple to people them for make them bring back the loans na bank. Well, something they will go there for us, or something they will doubt me. My question now is, now who that's for them people there where the bank governor bribe this boku money for make them bring back the loans na bank? This na my own question. And me, na Babure Kablai, the biggest warrior with a sharp cutlass from the north. Well, this na challenge. Although they say ladies first, but it look like they were full left and give them na problem. So today, we and Madam Nira, we did our studio, make all studio and see how we end this program.
Well.
Okay.
Your voice, it's like say me voice
That's
not
why
be go.
against
Just
one.
know. It's like no go non-side. But the thing where I be the try for talk say, one honorable member na Parliament don't say the 2022 budget na suffer PORSH budget. But today, if you see where we cack that woman right up, because this na then they and then they say the 10th of December. Miss Nira, welcome formally or officially, or we welcome you. Bang inside we are today for joining the two warrior them. Miss Nira, I want for you na power, but you feel say you go able for stand the power of these two guys.
Volume Shebepie.
Well, yeah, waiting Shaggy say, don't underestimate the strength of a woman. A woman,
we just
if
ask
we
you
put
question.
we might, yeah, me I ready for now. I want show na say, woman that we strong. Una two day no more, let me one green then I ask.
Bible, you waiting to start with woman now we mama.
Woman now we sister.
Woman now we auntie, and woman now we lover. We want to
Shebepie. We family members them they say they know they get you clear.
Yeah,
the sound.
Before, but it's okay now.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we want on the woman. Bible, are you now? We want on the woman.
You ama do remix now.
We love the woman and we want the woman. Woman away mama, woman away sister. But this for let woman be mama, woman be sister. They say money rule the world, and woman they like money oh. But this kind of thing we don't begin here in our country. But this money business that we country. Still the smell.
Well, Miss Nira no go no say it. In your company, woman they don't begin to ask questions. Say if he alone able to stand the two warrior them. I mean, imagine they ask you this question.
I know say sister admin with your blessing, I able stand. I know say I get back up. I get you the right here.
No, I think say
Okay.
we not go
Well, Fambule, because of that one day.
We're not going to do that day today. So now you safe. You safe in the two hands of these two warriors, okay? You safe.
Okay. A really good one safe in the hands of two warriors then.
All right. Bible, you want to say something? I'll let you go.
Okay, Fambulem. Because of that one day, we left for the opportunity to woman. And never mind, we don't threaten them for making afraid. But same way so, we wanted we sister no say, then our mama them without them. If for money for make come na this world. So because of that one day, today, the program we give with sister more chance than the two warrior them because we there every day, every hour, and any other time. Because of that one day, Miss Nira, today, we give the program for make you take over. We just there for back you up and join you certain areas then. As we wait, maybe for other person where they come join you.
I will get to that person, they can join me definitely. The salon people you know say salon woman and they pan fet say they want 30% of everything. But today is a very important day again for women. Today starts the 16 days activism of eliminating violence against women. For let them down the violence they against with the woman. And this day or so, the first time we they ever signed for let woman they get rights. For let them eliminate this discrimination against women. Then been December 18, 1979. And Sierra Leone will be one of the countries that will sign this paper. Sierra Leone been signed in 1981. But Miss Salon Fambule, una feel to say this paper where Salon governments be don't go sign. How many years ago? They sign them on January. Sorry, they signed on September 21st, 1988. Then they signed again on November 11, 1988. Una feel to say this paper where Salon be don't go sign. The Salon government, they do anything for eliminate violence against we the woman in a Salon.
If we reach to that point there, over 30 years, we don't sign say, we want for make woman the day before. We want sign say, we want for let woman then the day before pan decision making. Government in, government out. Junta in, junta out. All of them system they also don't go. All of them governments also don't come and don't go. But from them days then they to now, they're really serious. Okay, let me forget about the government. Women themselves, you feel say they're ready for support themselves in anything because we don't see one way or the other. We can see even if woman team appear so just not for something. In company woman then go decide for vote for that thief man rather than vote for the woman them and give a chance. But before we go into that one day, we did talk about end violence against women. Recently, then 2 days here, something painful one happened with one we other sister. Let me start the ball rolling with that. Let me watch this particular video first. Usai then take iron rod and duck an inside for one woman. we come to the discussion and begin look into the issue there. But first of all, let me watch this video. We'll come back just now.
When I see this lady here, I could pull and put and character in hospital. This I also, then as they say kidnapper and the Holland, then sub up and I go right inside in vagina. I didn't put center. So right now the woman this way they feel pain. Please, now beg with the big. If one person you say you get so right for person, do ya a big when I help this lady here. There, now you couldn't come on. Chedi. Lomboko. I didn't come on. Okay, thank you. That's all.
Me sister, me brother and sister, me salon people them. Una look how they treat woman. Small picking like this. Imagine, say this picking are your sister, or na you picking. Even if una not famble, na human. We think I think they are where they happen na salon. I not fit to say we the woman then na salon we already for team up. Because this where happened so. This then violates this picking in rights in every way. Woman then, salon woman then. We say we want go before. Not upon politics no more. We for say we want go before. Then issue they are all. We for put and day and fight for them. Then picking so. If we not fight for them today, who that get for fight for them? Then picking so. If we not stand for them, who that get for stand for them? I know say some people ain't go to talk for say I not care, I don't want know. But hey. Rain not for done a woman do motto. The government sit down. Then say we get answer for our girls and say we get all the women's organization there. But I not see them they do anything. Look at this. Look where it's sorrowful. Small picking like this. Small picking like this. They don't damage and done for in future. They don't damage and done. Una feel to say this right? I don't feel to say this not the time for let we sit down. I believe to say this not the time for let we team up. As woman then, as mama then, as combra then, as wife then, as sister then. This not the time for let we team up. And let we tie we oja. Let we talk, say enough is enough. Not only we camp and politics we forget they talk. Not only we forget place, we dey forget place na the table. But now, yes, so we get for start. There's no small issue there. The issue there where they happen. Because it's not a small issue. But now, yeah, we they start before we go up yonder. If we able for control lengthen the year, so if we able for come together as woman they and fight for them picking the year, the people that were responsible will make sure say they get the maximum please death where they forget. I believe say. Changes go day. Woman then, una let we team up, then they destroy we. Na salon, woman no get right. But 1988, then sign a paper so they go eliminate violence against women. This poor pikin are waiting and do so and so. It good? This is very sad. And we government sit down, and all the women then sit down. Una not they talk nothing. Not so till they don't begin abuse woman them. Then they harass woman them. Then they talk to woman them anyhow. Woman them we for no we position. We for no say we not belong na kitchen. We not belong bien. We belong na the front line. Una let we stand up. Una let we come together and stand up. See a young woman there. Because this, it gets out of hand. Una let we check the amount of rape cases them, the amount of killings them. Look, this assault when they assault this woman. Una let we take all lengthing and they'll put them together. Let we look. This is so it's so painful. It's painful for watch. Mina kumbra get teenager. I see that pikin. I know how they feel inside me. Salon woman, they wanna let we team up, wanna let we tell we oja. This not a time for let we sit down again. Not a time for let we sit down. This not time for let we team up and tell whoever is responsible say we need we right as woman them. We need we space as woman them. We need we voice them for be heard as woman them. It don't tell when in the silent way. They just in the silence in a salon for a very long time. Una let we speak up. Una let we speak out. Una let we come together as one. Let we stop for pull each and other down. See, man, let we come together as one and let we fight. Let we fight for Mama Salon. They don't say Papa Salon, they say Mama Salon. Una let we grab and fight for them. Salon na woman. Se me pay is sound. Se me pay is sound. Then I get you.
Okay. I said this na time where sorry about that and thank you very much. Na time this for we join on with the woman them for we see how best we can end violence against them. Because this woman, they not only been doing that because they want for doing for any waiting, then do them according to what you understand for let them take the blood, go do whatever they want for do. And the left and they for let it end up suffer pain till he die. But who say God not ready for you yet, nothing not go happen to you. So now that make them be able to take a rush and quick now hospital we make by now we waiting. But the question now, waiting will happen with them in the future. This now young person and he will get for things that he want to get your own family, born picking and all of them things in the Bible.
Well, of course, when I watched the raw video of this lady, it really pathetic, it really touched me. But the problem where we get in this country, when I'm a salon, when something they happen, reach me, it's always at the sideline. I do believe, say, the violence towards women don't boku na mama salon. We sister just mentioned a fake NGO where they come with for just na surface, and when electrician they do wiring, now they call them surface wiring, where they can pass the cable na the wall. So this NGO, the first lady Adam, just the surface, what he used the name, say, hands off our girl, that on the surface, yeah? But inside the package, it bring this NGO for make it can enrich himself. It not bring this NGO for can talk for his sister them.
It can fraud the people them.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. So tell me, boy, can light. No. And you don't go to the higher peak.
You know why you say it can't afford? Because this na pick and choose. Somebody been come out and talk say he do this for sake of his own picking. Because it's find out say plenty man and where they around them na the lodge na man goats. You understand? So he puts this law for let them afraid. Or for puts this law for harass people them where they feel say them for suppress. You understand? So now that make them decide for come up with this. Because let's look for example. This speaking Aisha Conte, when issue come up, na Kalbatown. From when he come up, say he go to Usa, he go so. Be honest with me people, them not pull up anything. You ever hear a blow in breath or say on this particular issue, the answer na big no. So if this particular thing, it pick and choose on certain things them, it really clear say that speculation or that analysis where that person be make with regards in your picking say now that make it want for threatening certain people and for fear, then myself draw a conclusion say not true. Because who sign a genuine something, you not come for fraud people them and not think say you they pick and choose in anything.
As I say, now the whole thing you don't talk so, right? And despite of Aisha Conte, we don't see several cases them now where pattern woman violation. This woman not a talk. So, like, what me brother they try for say, now the right thing. It bring this law for fraud, it bring this law, this NGO, sorry, for safeguarding picking, and it bring this NGO for attack the opposition because whenever a rape case, they are letting anybody from the other angle, not the opposition. Now the time this woman they stand firm and take up this case. Let me bring you another example. Now here we been talking about a case where GBB they allege say instead do something like waiting Kamaremba do, we take it then lock them. They're not able to wait away. They don't close the case, so we don't know waiting at the fate of the case. GBB goes scot free. We sit down on this channel, we talk this thing, we talk this thing, we talk this thing. And again, here we sit down, we hear say the caretaker in uncle, according to the source we get, instead do something like that, instead go scot free, that case they not go no side. Satalamin and other plenty people them. We see outside the case them come up. This NGO, we know hearing nothing like hands of our girls. But when it comes to opposition, the likes of Kamareba and other people, this NGO, now they say they hear in voice. So, like, what my sister, they say, I support them 100%. Una with sisters, and with mama them na salon. This na for una. I do believe, say, for any country where bad thing they happen, the woman them grab their stand up. It's not of politics. Not about go protest about SLPP or APC. Now for come out and go stand for una your rights. Yeah? And the back in the way man them they do to una. This na high time like waiting with sister they send to una, the signal where they send to una, the message where they send to una is una all need for time una urge them and stand up. Una come on the streets. Una all come on the streets. If this una for don't do it before this time, me I believe say this thing for don't minimize. But just because everybody feel comfortable and sit down, this thing still go on.
You dey misfire. Some of them people here where you talk about so their organization now only who said and they get money then they pay attention pa.
No, I talk of the general people.
When Karija
the people where they down.
Then come then
it's not supposed to be this way. Or it's not supposed to be that way there.
Yeah, launch all kind of campaigns.
5 years old, Kadija Sanko with and kill. Who don't read and don't do anything. I also they do investigation, but we don't know what's in they happen. But still, mama and papa they still done.
The case done. Nothing no come up enough from fame Buffy. Nothing. The launch get almost billion, about 1 billion euros where they able forget. Waiting and do when the case where they say they throw the case now do. Because of him papa no come witness give waiting all of them things they then throw away the case now do. When they throw the case now do, who's NGO where you see come up and raise a voice on that particular issue day? None.
But if not opposition somebody, if not somebody in politics do something, you don't see they only come out and can't team up.
Because that's
they
the
only
interest.
can't team up. But this not about politics or whatever. When I look the abuse them, when I look the killing them, when I look what they happen to we woman then a salon, when I look what they happen to young people them. Look the last time where policeman beat woman with magazine 98 where the lady miscarry. Who that talk about that? Nobody. Answer for our girls. What you wanna do towards that? Nothing. There is no answer for our girls. This is just a social club for go to collect money, for go to make club
we call
and get that money.
Because we saw the suicide social club, then they try for help other people, and this is not just fraud. Let's tell you something. Answer for our girls, the reason why I make plenty of we they pay attention to, I'm not because not just the first lady, yeah, but because plenty of we money, we country money they go into this project. Plenty.
Yeah.
Billions of leons they go into this. So that is why many other organizations they pass them bigger than get. They're not directly get fund from the government. So anything where you get for do with government now we own couple. Yeah, now taxpayer their money. Now we the people them. Then we won't go buy paper na market. We buy this. That tax what we pay. All they go into that one day. So everybody money day. That is why we so much passionate about this thing. That is why make we concerned about them. That is why make Every other issue where they come up, as long as they get for do with the project line, we dey come and talk about that. Not so because of na first lady. We don't care about who that the leader, but because we dey get money, and they get money from we the country. That is why we always dey talk about them. And a need for act.
Nobody know the Nayasu for talk about say because of na first lady. But if you say you get an organization, answer for our girls, you say you the champion for fight for women and pikine, then can't see the happen at the country. Then can't see the happen at the country. You know they talk one word. One word, you know they hear from government, no organization, no NGO, no they where they see after where they don't close that case. Nobody you don't really they see you bring and come up again. We so care about what happen in other people in country, we they forget we own country. The same time where Khadija issue be there. Also the same time they kill somebody in America.
George.
When they kill George in America, we see. We firstly they show sympathy to foreigners and
that we up and down for that case they post Twitter everywhere.
Everybody see the Auditor General report we come on last year, and everybody see what in China they post. Almost couple them where they go inside these hands of our girls. They at the end of the day, they're not able to protect we. They're not able to protect we picking them. Then we see them. We see them with a clap. This not a time for clap. This not time for let we stand up. This not time for let we know we placed in our society. We're very important. We're very important. And this government don't make we don't know say respect not there for woman. Respect for the for woman. Then they harass woman. Then they abuse woman. Then look where our Minister of Information. Look I respond to Madam Femi na TV station. Is that right? Look like Lawrence Lima. The last time I will talk to Marcela Samba. All Lentin and they right. It right for with the woman, then they push we down. Look, we Auditor General right now. Lara Telopias, what did he do? We don't know. Then take her, then put her outside and one time. Then we still see them. We set we months. When they ready, then if not on Lara today, not the mayor. When they ready, then take the mayor, Ivo Akisoya. If not on in today, na Lara. Any woman within a position, they want for put and down. Sallieu woman, una with team up. This not for politics, so because the woman and they not to I know they talk for them based on political waiting said like Lara so na Fort Estate. You know, get nothing for do with politics. Now the person we responsible for can't tell with the report card, the money with the couple we don't use. Especially like this answer for our girls, the couple where they don't use this 2020 to now. But what thing they do? We don't see them set up any human rights organization. We don't see them put any side say okay, anybody will get where the abuse where they say lawyer then they so side go to this lawyer.
Gender court.
Who's gender court?
Gender court.
Gender court where if you don't get money. They for put free lawyers there for that. Gender court, if you don't get money, how you they gonna gender court so you don't get money? How you they gonna court? And this answer for our girls, now that's all they're supposed for what they do.
So that is why now this not the reason we make a talk say this not just fraudulent something. Can I tell you something?
Not thief.
One of the things where they're concerned about.
Thief. Now broad daylight thief.
Broad daylight robbery. One of the things where they're concerned about, not to the work, now the name. As far as they're concerned, where them vuvuzela the whole thing, any side then go, now answer for our gas and the talk. You go China, now answer for our gas. But waiting at the results. Waiting at the products where this.
If you don't watch this answer for our girls come. Now in cases are not boku na we can't skip pass out them in there before. Una check rainbow the waiting set numbers the way they give. Una check Aberdeen Women's Center the numbers the way they did. When this government can have power, the number then just they go up. So waiting at the answer for our girls, what the answer for our girls they do? If we're not able for fetch for we the woman there, why is it there? Just to waste with money? Just for waste with money? It's not done. This is not right. This what they do so in all right today, in all right tomorrow.
But the thing is, now other people they try for full. If you watch the setup of this government, already don't tell you say not to government we come for help the people. Because the man and the woman, they all get a program where they go flash to the international wall where they get money for their own pocket. As the woman get the hands of our girl, now so the man get a free quality education where they go around with forget money as in the talk. Where we know they see quality education to pick them. Because we when our parents there, we know where they spend for school business.
So
if we talk quality education day,
if we talk about the rainbow here, according to the statistics, for just 2020, they get 3,339 sexual assault cases the way they record for 2020.
How much we report?
Well,
how much they come out with?
Few.
How much they
talk conviction?
How much they convict people for? Now somebody go rape 80-year-old pikin at Kailan or Usai, then grant and bail. Like seriously? They wanna say una ready for fete for we? They're not ready for fete for we, the woman they will. Woman then we for grapple of fete for we because if we saw they sit down let government can fete for we, you know they fete for we. If we saw they sit down for let man they can champion for we, then they can champion for we. Now we get for champion for we safe. Now we get for put woman they put all hands on deck and stand up. We need for tell them say enough is enough. Enough for violate, abuse we picking them. Enough for let them discriminate with the woman them. Enough of this stereotype mentality within a salon. Enough of all this. Picking them in a college for let them get good grade. Pass you then go sleep with lecturers them. Now free education than they. I must get picking and then I speak to the sell cold water and ice. But they still send them picking and go na posh school. Then they say quality education. Where is the quality? Where is the free? Today I see somebody on Facebook, they beg for let people like assistant for paying in college fee. Then you guys are talking about free. Free where? Free my foot. This money una they take una spend per answer for a girl. If na then link on Queen students una be don't help self with her, it be for better. But no. Fatima Bio one for champion everything and you not sabi nothing. You know nothing, you want champion everything. In causeway say they fet. Now in the case now the numbers them. Now, SMBP call for una so just from Rainbow. If you check the Aberdeen Women's Clinic, then get the you. Then we sit down for the clap. This is very sad. It's very sad as a nation for let we go through this. After how many years? After how many years of independence, we still got go all length in there. Then Saloma, they will say we want be 30% of this 30%. We shouldn't be fighting for 30%. We should be fighting for 50%. But even the 30%, I'm not to say we're ready for them. Because the way how Saloma woman in the act like they're not ready. They're not ready for even the 30% we don't want. Because if we're not ready for the 30% we don't want, we're not going to fight for their picking there. We're not going to fight for each and every woman. Whether they try for abuse or whether they try for discriminate or then they try for silence. We for come out and be the voice for the woman the way they try for silence. Then they try for silence like right now. Then they try for silence the auditor general. Now woman, salon woman who sa una di. Nabo now where politics can no more than go give una shobi una go dance nice salon woman then now sabi. Uno sabi team up for fet for we comping. This is so painful. It's painful. Oh my God. Salon problem, man.
Okay. So, you know, when you're passionate about something, when you really talk something from your heart, you know, it just get for be like this. Like, give you statistics, you know, for add more to what you try for talk about. According to Rainbow, the center they already record now the country, yeah, inside 2020. Then say 5 Rainbow Center them. The show say this 3,584 sexual gender-based violence cases, you know, na in the record, of which 3,339, when 94% of this total number, they all na sexual assault. That's now when they do mommy and daddy business with somebody physically. You know, when they do mommy and daddy business with somebody. And then 209, when 6%, then a physical assault. So imagine physical assault we get for do with that slap, fet, all of them things, and they na just 6%. All the rest na sexual assault wey na mommy and daddy business with underage, and this get for do with figures them wey dey below 17 years of age. Na in a record more of the case them. And guess what? The highest number, you know, of this case they are so now inside the nose, under the nose. Now they it happen when inside Freetown, when about 1,409, when in the highest na the one whole country, you know, now inside that particular side they say over the past year, then don't able for the institution don't able for help more than 45,000, when 93%, when more of women and girls where they below the age of 17 years. Where Rainbow Center don't able for help. Let's continue for give you another thing. And interestingly, out of them, plenty number also where they go na court, the conviction rate is very low. What mean conviction rate? The way then they come to the end of the case, then say this is not the case. But before we go into further discussion into this, I go really like for let we go back and listen what UN women then been get for say with regard this as the Medina 98.1 this morning. When they come back just now, please like the program, share, and make sure say you left your comment down on this particular issue.
A lot don't happen in terms of increasing awareness, and we dey try for advocate for let this violence here done, and the violence really dey na the community, na the society in Sierra Leone. One way in which we UN women don't dey work na in with the Ministry of Gender for let we establish one-stop center. And these one-stop centers, then they na 7 districts, government hospitals na 7 districts. The 5 very functional. The 2 we just don't we they hand over in the coming days to the Ministry of Gender. The 5 na Pujon, Kailaun, Kabbalah, Government Hospital, Port Loko, and Moyamba. And there's one more which we join with UNFPA for do. Now UNFPA they lead na King Harman Road Hospital. These one-stop centers then they provide services to survivors of gender-based violence. And what are these services? This service the way that they provide through the governments, because we work closely with the government, and these are in government hospitals. The Ministry of Health get nurses then at this hospital, then they provide health services to the survivors them, because we know they call them victims, we call them survivors. Psychosocial counseling. The Ministry of Gender gets people who go counsel them, woman and girl picking them, where they go through this traumatic experience. Then we get lawyers them and also police. They come together for provide the survivor counseling services, medical services, legal services, because you know when one victim, one survivor don't go through that ordeal, putting and day for put in place, for let it really come back to. It's not easy. It's not easy for anybody to go through that experience.
The word violence itself now a broad term, we get different meaning if you go to any different country, then get waiting and the focus on we then say this is violence we can happen against women. So for Salon, we when I done the work over the years, now waiting are the most common violence we people only commit against women and girl picking them, we not the focus on.
The most common, yes, as indeed, violence na broad term. And in fact, as UN Women, we they use the term violence against women and girls, and not only gender-based violence, because we want for zero down on the violence within they commit against women and girls. The most common are the sexual gender-based violence, where now because they're now woman, then go rape them, they go sexually abuse them, sexual penetration more so in young girls. That's now one of the most common violence. You get psychological violence where then go torture a woman. For example, here a man go make plabana or quickly man don't say, I no go give you chop money because you do X, Y, and Z, you do this. I no go feed you picking them, I no go pay you picking them school fee. And then they alone, you not beat the woman. You not beat them, you not rape them. You that's psychological. That think no more way the woman they think. It na violence. The other common violence way they na domestic violence. A woman and man then get plabana host. The man they beat the woman. We get stories them. We get situation them. We don't interview woman them because we've been get our communications team. With that a man they make plaba. The man beat and take broken hand. He turn a broken hand. He eye hamburg with a naka. He eye hamburg or a naka with something, and the list goes on.
So now look at how widespread the issues here today we talk about against women. How widespread it is?
It very widespread. I don't listen like 98.1 where all time on the get stories of rape, of sexual penetration of young girls, and then our courts, and then at the communities, and these are the ones that we will hear you. Not to all man and they rape, then they can't out and can't explain, say, nah, this then do to me. Because some man, they shame, they make them know they can't before. At times, the communities, then they come together. Then they say, this, let we not expose we safe. Then the stories, they're hidden. So many, we centers alone, from January to now, every month, we get over 100 cases within then they record. Now the government centers them. Where now the one-stop centers then at the districts then where I don't highlight in Port Loko, Moyamba, Pujon, Kailaon, Kabala. These are the government hospitals which these centers are already established. Then the cases then they come every day, and the government gets in hotline where people then they call. The hotline day where people then they call every day, where then they report the cases of violence. And challenges then really day.
Now, you talk about the one-stop center, that's not for the victims them or the survivors them per se, as you really put them. But then after where the incident would don't happen, una as an organizations and partners them, waiting on they do, or waiting some of the strives them over the years for prevent them kind here.
Well, the laws then you get the Sexual Offences Act, which was revised in 2019. We get the policy, the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Policy. We get we don't do sensitization, not only we, but we partner CSOs, the government, Ministry of Gender, at the time, Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, UN agencies, various agencies, not only we, UN Women, UNFPA, UNDP, we all done the work. But it seems that I don't want to say now how will they talk now so the violence they increase. I feel say it be always there. But now people then with the awareness, now people then they come before. They talk. Then they say them stories them.
Because that brings me to my next question we get to do with waiting at the level of awareness with the, especially among the man them, because most times, although they can say women themselves they commit violence against man them, or most times, in most cases now the man them can commit them violence against women. So from where una don't they do this, waiting at the level of awareness.
when we can do community sensitization, not to foresee the woman they don't know, or the man they don't know, but violence, it's just that people them, I don't know, waiting they cause this violence where it they come more and more and more, where they get more and more stories. In one community where we actually go interview the people them, the woman they know the laws, they know say for report, but because then they afraid, say if I report, I go then go drop me at this community, I'll be looked down upon. Me man go left me. If me man left me, Uda go feed me. So they no go talk. If somebody in uncle don't rape him, and that woman they he have a panda in he don't somebody in brother don't rape him picking, and that woman they have say in brother they feed them. They find them very challenging for go lay in brother and complain to the police or to even the communities for sale, let them take action against that person. So we got a lot of compromise.
For local communities, for example, how involved the local authorities and self-religious leaders then? Because when you take a look at the kind and society will find yourself in a salon, people and they in a community whose identity they happen, then believe in then the moral guarantors and the religious leaders them and local authorities them. How involved in the fight against violence against women and girl picking them?
That one then they are one of the first entry points then. We will work a lot with Interreligious Council and the Council of Paramount Chiefs. And we get one strategy in UN Women where we they use, where we they call the he for she strategy, where we they engage and man them on gender equality and women's empowerment. And because at the end of the day, for let married time as alone, one of them people then get for day, either religious or traditional authority would day before the entire married. So we can always involve them and sensitize them, because where these plabak in day, now the first point of contact where then go lay complaint to. Because not to all man go police. For we traditional we dey, some people then they feel traditionally them say that person they a chemical police this world and next world it don't done. But then desensitize what we desensitize them now for go through the legal channels, go to the police, you go to the one-stop center for response. So this is ongoing sensitization. One thing but the campaign, it don't take 30 years, it's still there. We just need to intensify the campaign.
Without you waiting me someone they talk, Bendu, I don't know, Bendu waiting at any. Bendu Taylor. Without you waiting Bendu Taylor they talk. But if they talk about, then they ask them, ways them for prevent this violence before they happen. Not just to read the woman they wanna need for talk. They need for talk to the man and the boy picking them. We feel to say then get power over we woman them. They need for talk to them because they are the roots. Now they are the roots of this problem with women in the southern society. So they need for sensitize the man them and the boy them. Because it's like this now something like it don't become normal. They don't see us in normal. Man can beat him where he beats him picking nothing or come out today. They don't take as normal something. And this not a thing where then they say they get this, they get una show me salon and get a house and get a shelter for women them where they run away from domestic violence. How the violence go stop? If that woman they come out na house, it can una center, una just treat her and una let her back go to that same house. The violence they continue. Now this way they talk. Them money they away they don't get from answer for our girls. I believe say you able build shelter for the woman in day. You know they give somebody counseling where is still live na the place where they abuse them.
You know, I'm not caught.
It not work.
I
It
beg
cannot work.
for break.
It not work.
in quickly. I think, like I tell you, say at the top of the program, you know, this project is so much particular about just the Vuvuzela part of the name where it will make internationally. Right, a very beautiful project, sell them internationally, make name, but na grown, na rubbish. Waiting at the try for saying. You know, all of them things I really talk about, so then go left for focus on building shelter, develop what they call the health side for the one the survival they are, or make them look into how they go able for come up with this how you call them for the test whenever denting and they report them. You know, they one-stop center, they improve on them, yeah? Then go forget about all of that and they then say, now we are the force, wake out, other first lady them for can launch out of our gas. Whose impact will that they go get for create?
Me, I don't see whose impact they create because this violence, yes, so we need the politician, we need the government for commit towards this for let it done. We need the traditional leaders, then the Parliamnt chief, and then imam, and then pastor, they self need for play parts. But me brother, just like I tell you, not so you know they give somebody canceling. You know they take somebody say, they can't cancel you. At the end of the day, it go back to that same house. Tell me how that person they go feel.
Of course.
Tell me.
Then get what they call trauma. You know, psychologically, it tell on them. Anytime, like for example, one time in the way I get sour encounter, you understand it? Anytime where I reach that particular spot, you know, I feel like the day where the thing just happened. You understand? You psychologically, it tell on you. Now they say trauma. It traumatize whenever you reach at that particular side. So imagine you didn't live with your perpetrator. Let us say the worst way it happen, and the one we get pain pass all night if you be your own papa, or it be your own uncle, you understand? Or it be your own brother. The one more way they feel pain pass all. Now the one way they live with the problem inside us. When are you family members? And now they one and they back knocking, get mind for come out for come talk. Because let's say that if papa do am to you, you begin think now, say, if I call now, go say me papa, number one, then go say they around me. Number two, who that will take care of me. Number three, how the community self go look at this whole thing. So this is not the problem then what we the face. Yes, MBP, I hear you one kind say.
It is just unfortunate that the people who feel say they're all for step in, for stop this domestic violence, they're all relaxed. You know, my sister just mentioned stakeholders, them, the chief, them, the politicians, them. But also, we get for measure the parents, them. Then get a greater role for play towards this gender-based violence. You understand? Because in a salon we they see, papa they get in picking to man just because he feels say that man they bring salt and pepper and he owes. This man they beat this pikin, and they come in, they see that they damage him pikin and in face. Then go draw chair, go call one or two angry elders them again. Say, can't see them. Me pikin and man get case. Because of the one day back when they bring and they're angry, not to say they don't see the truth, but they're angry at the end of the case. This man therefore pull a choke and give them all. They're all not a point at the main issue. What the next thing they do, then they come and tell you, say, now for go beer, now you man, go beer, because una don't born pikin, go beer, because now married. But they forget for no say, forget woman to man for married, not to sell this woman. Yeah, if you know work, you know work. You know the first
so in Africa, in general, now sell and they sell the woman. That is why we focus on the dowry, we focus on the other things that puts money business. While in the European country, for example, the Western world, they not care about the thing they always think about now laws.
Yeah.
For sure.
It don't make no difference. You understand? When we small, when they tell me the apple we small, we see people they do and at the upline and the village them who begin with this what they say, Then people are the munku also infect the woman. But now they see somebody with degree in a reader, in a watch. Some man don't even travel kind of Europe and go back. Travel now the world and go back. Then they see what they happen, but they know they agree for copy. When they go back, then when they in Europe or any other side of the world, then they frame the law because they know when they do them, they know it's not the repercussion of the offense. But even when they return back to the salon, now they see man, they still do that in a bit. But mind you, that country is until whether man be there or he go work, he gets woman there or he get a friend there, he they do a something where they pay now, he know they do that thing anymore. But because salon a country where we take a free country, if they do something, he left puffing the parents we get for go talk for make afraid me the man. Now here for pamper me because at the end of the day I put 10-20,000 a year. It I tell me begin go beer. You know, now you man. So I believe say we get for start this thing like what we sister they say. Then the woman for mobilize and come out. Let me know about for the NGOs they are because some of the NGOs they are now just waiting for make them do something. Let us say they know they exist. Then for let they defend you when they put on their accounts that you they benefit them. But certain things in our life, if you the individual are not glad to stand for yourself, you say they wait for let somebody can talk for you. And know they stop. So we parents themselves. I believe say if we get a strong law, we get a sober-minded government where they put law, but this domestic violence with sister that they get blue. But honestly speaking, with sister they don't go through a lot when it comes to we demand yourself now. We know they agree for show that understanding. When woman do something, there's so many ways for balance them.
I think
not so fast to go further.
The law day. Honestly, the law day. But we get one sick in our country. When they make law now, how we kill it take. You know what I mean? Il day. All the law the way they talk so a day. Then the second part of them, the law day, but in the pig face.
The law day is a pig face. But wait. What in the NGOs then they for?
This
what then they give them money
NGOs.
for? Now for let them sensitize people and let them know. Some people don't know their right. Some people don't know say
know their right.
Some people don't know say that law they day.
The one the way they suffer
that
pass all.
That Mamina village. You don't know say that law they day.
The one way they suffer pass all. Not to just that Mamina village. The enlightened people they suffer pass all. Let's take for example, sexual harassment in workplace.
You can it pass anything.
Yeah, this now the enlightened people will they talk about so now. But because I want a job, because I want for make me 2 turn to 4, because I want promotion, because I want grade, because I want other things, all of them sexual abuse them so much. Now the colleges them, for example, that lecturer will tell you say come meet me na me house. It happens say to these days. It will tell you say come meet me na me house. He's sending in class rep. He give number exchange. Come meet me and me and read something for you. Me sister, if you not go there, you know what thing they happen? The next day, you don't go to how you call them? That lecturer in black book. He do all kinds of things, and he not they left just to Ramo. He get in comping them where they all depend the 2 dot make one waiting. Now he communicate and say this speaker now he make like for say na tough na this place so. I want you deal with them for me. Because me that pikin they go suffer psychologically. That pikin they suffer mentally. It suffer.
Well,
it happen.
Now they see. Look, if you look the literacy amongst na salon, uda dem boku.
Yeah, woman.
Now woman, if we the woman, they're just like what they talk. Let we count to 1. And stand up for let we get sane at the table, at the high table. Not so the low table. The high table, let we get sane there.
Okay, so I know the other thing again where you look at again. The other thing where you look at again, you the one for let them get something. But the other question where you start, and you still want to ask that question, the woman they really don't ready.
Well, I seen this because with all this way woman they go through. Nobody, no woman, not the way they grab a team.
And you see again, like for example, the time where that issue of Jimmy B come up, the time where the issue of Steady Bongo come up, when woman then they come out, they give their own testimony of the kind thing where they go through na Jimmy B and what thing you see happen. Now other woman then back, they come and lash back the other one there. So this na the reason we make plenty woman. illegal and they suffer pain, they not they ever come out and talk am because the society go always they come back at them. Look, for example, you go see woman, for example, a wear short something, yeah, and like na house. You go see this man there run after and go do am by force with am. Me brother and sister them, who now within at the Western world, tell me, some Jimpex and then draws. Where some woman the waka with an a street, who that born you? For go say, it because we shot something. Me, I don't see woman na Eastern police. Because of this same waiting religion business, then say the woman wear short crosses. In company, woman them back. They all param na street, embarrass am na street. That same Eastern police they back. We see woman wear short something. One check bin day, they run after the knock them with skin. Can you imagine?
The sexualized woman there.
Yes.
This is bad. It's bad in a society. When they talk just no say from the home, the mommy and the papa they need for sensitize the beginning. But wait so they say mommy and papa then they begin fight and cause before they picking them. When they make if the picking and go married, say the man they beat them, then they feel to say in normal. Then they feel to say in normal. Na salon, na male dominated country dandy. And anything where the man then they do, then feel to say they get right, then feel to say they're on top. This night we for try for stop. And this woman we come from UN. I believe say it get UN them, it get a lot of materials then from UN where if for know exactly what they do. Not to just like where this day cancel, then can sit down for can talk na TV. Not to just this day. Me we see that so me a victim from FGM. Me too picking our born by cesarean because I cannot give birth normally. All lengthen and you feel to say in order about we psychologically.
So the question now, anytime when you see you perpetrator, how it can tell like?
Well, now the thing is what they talk. Anytime we see, you know how they feel. Now I make her ask, say, this woman say, then they canceling, then picking the ass away, then people away, then they beat, or then people away, then they rape. But then they canceling them at the end of the day, and they send them. Then they send them go back now the same home. The whole society and they do the waiting self today. So they're not helping. They need help. You feel to say some, then picking away in a beach where they team up. You feel to see some of them okay. Some not okay.
Mrs. I'm not of a case.
We fall food. We say, oh, me not for go sell na markets no more. We not for sell na markets no more. Not for cook na
I'm not of a case where this speaking in your papa self na any do out am. Guess what happen? When he bring that to the attention of his mama, na him mama turn pambako. Are you want can lie by you daddy? Sometimes I you go waiting by you daddy. This if better one.
I don't see the same thing. It don't happen inside my family. The same situation don't happen inside my family.
So if that thing didn't happen, I expect the pikin for come out and talk.
Well, I make us say, let us stop for waste money on this 419 answer for our girls and put this money to people that we know exactly waiting for do. Let the woman and come on and street can tell this government say, we don't tire for the suffer. We don't tire for letting the rape we picking them. We don't tire for letting man and the between us. We don't tire for all them things they are so. Una make law we concrete for we the woman and we go protect we and we picking them. It do not make law. You don't say that Lord and their day. Then Lord and their day. But not sensitize people about them. Then people in a village don't know about them. People and they even inside Freetown, we don't know but then Lord and
you
day.
know, Nia, this is not about knowing the law.
How many people they know?
You will know the law, but if you not belong to the power that may, you know the benefits from the law. So people know, but they know benefit because you know link.
Well, this no right. Now I make a call on all the women that they tell them, say, this no right. Not of one set of people and no more for they get justice.
So I would prefer the masses they suffer. Well. I would prefer you extend your hand to the man them because the woman that don't tell you plenty of una need support on herself. Bible, you want to say something?
Yeah, a painful, honestly, because just like what you talk, it doesn't mean that laws they're not the NGOs, they're not the, but some of the NGOs they're not know their function. But what you really try for talk here is information they start by one person. Yeah, for personal information they start by one person. Una step we on sisters them where at least una don't cross border. Yeah, una don't can learn from another man country. I think this na a time where una self for do una own class in different way. For conduct a class, no means say pass you go put the blackboard, call people them. Yeah, now we get a social media. By you sending a voice message, they make one or two women, they click on that particular voice message and get the information. This they pass them back to the other person. This other person they pass them because right now, 95%, even that man when I village you go to school, they use WhatsApp. Yeah, it is able to get the information through voice and video. So when I say for sister the way they out there, I think this not time when I say for come together for begin to send message to we sister the doyanda. One thing for so sister the doyanda. Una get for putting the is this idea of when me the papa don't give to the man, if the man don't go do something, when you feel say no, you see that man is there. The man, I can't begin to tell you say, are they around you? Because of that day, you the picky the afraid. The papa say they around me, and they go back to that man and you say, hey, let me tell you something. That talk the way that they talk, especially we Muslims, they don't get that talk. That talk don't get nothing to do with you. That didn't get for no one.
You know,
they haram you.
And call in English excommunicate, you know.
You know what? Well, are they the shelter coming? You papa say they are you because some people they forget to learn or go in at streets.
You know,
now they the shelter coming.
The streets now one, not to just follow and not go na streets. Look at this other thing.
Not
naturally in African setting, you know one day you not talk to you people them. That is to say, in the house, when the parents say, you I don't aram you, all the other one then they turn back by you. Let's take for example, I see somebody they write message now, so just now, let's just see if I can see that message a quick one. I hope I know lost some. This person they say, yeah. Okay, basically I think I don't lost her. Waiting the person they try for say, it said the need for broke the circle. That is
that
the
circle.
Woman them,
that's what we need to break.
Wait. This they come. They say the woman them need for they come out and talk. Me sister,
Yeah.
you na woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Me na man, but la feel like the woman. They la tell you something. Me papa don't go lead with me. Me mama not ready for accept the truth. Say na me papa na lead with me. Imagine a pikin. He don't go deflower that pikin. Then now. This speaking, they find out say it don't broke in virginity. Then begin meet him. He now no one talk say na me papa. Then begin say pow pie for talk with that. He don't reach to that time. All man don't put more. They don't beat and say now he don't begin give up. He say now he want for talk. Now as he say na him papa, then say you dey lie. Then say because you are hide that person you do am. That is why. Then now he don't get too trouble one God. Now he don't lost in virginity. Then they beat him for that. They still let one know. Number two, he don't can't talk about him papa. Then they beat him back. Say they give him papa bad name. You see the thing? Now let pull him for that picking. Do I win a picking? Let me take him say in this with social activities they what they do. This come to me for like a lana walk. I say pau papa salido with him. He don't do him to me. I set me motor go. You come, he do them to you, you set him out, you go. Continuously, don't turn serial abuse somebody. Continuously, they do them to different people where they come. Then now look at this thing where they happen. Now, me say, this thing they continue, and I want for broke now me silence because this thing don't full up in me. I come out, this is not popular somebody. I come out say, explain me experience with this person. Other person come, he talk the same thing. Or let me say, now me one green choose for. Guess what thing they happen? Other people the way they benefit from them, then they come back at me. Paint me like a monster. Make I look bad na the society. Call me all kind names. Call me all kind things. Point finger at me. My brother and sister. Almost people go and let them they attack and back in the public. Even when they feel pain psychologically, they get that kind of trauma with inside. Almost woman able for standard hits them. This not the problem. This not the thing where they face. Plenty people don't be a perpetrator of violence, but they change. Once you get the other one, where it don't stick inside him, it don't matter what happen, it not ready for change at all. You get some people where don't belong in knock woman before, then they change. You get some people where don't do certain things, then they come to the reality, apologize and change. You get some where don't feel say if or they in them forever and ever. And the woman, then the reason we make plenty of them not they talk, because the way how the community, the society, they take them back, that's not the big problem. Especially when it comes to the issue of family affairs. You get for choose now between saying the truth or losing your family and face the stigma from the society. Almost woman able for take that hit today. Now this angle I want to watch and from. Plenty people ready for talk, but almost people who believe their story. We see it happen. Jimmy B na the latest one will happen. Almost woman come out and talk. Almost woman we come back and counter them thing and the way them people and they talk. Me and you see there, we don't talk and plenty. So if you face with that, how you let them handle them?
Salon, if we the woman there, we all sit down and let just like what you una they talk my just now. I notice the same thing when I say we the woman they don't like for push anything about woman go before.
Mm-hmm.
I talk now about me FGM. Na Europe, na doctor can check me na Europe and tell me what's na my problem before I born me second picking. But another woman they say it's not possible. Now this way they talk. Woman they let we stop this. Let we come together. This time we bother and they talk. But they ready, they still talk to the man them back. But now we the woman them, we not ready for help we serve. Say, you know who talk, I believe say, if we the woman them don't ready, after that, we can talk to the man them. Look like una, they like it today. We just call una number just like that. In less than how many hours, I will ask una say, today na woman day, we want to do this. Una give una a platform for let we do them. Without asking for nothing. But this one now they talk so all, it all come back to the woman there. Una know we the way to say, Papa, Mama, na you get to look after your pikin. Now I make I tell you say, where some Bible they talk say, but where Papa they aram pikin or they aram pikin, if shelter then the way they accommodate the woman then they, I swear to me God, most women in they move out. Most women in they go. Not to sell and sell you where they married you. You have a right. But they're not they put the for say. They're not they put the thing there where they for tell women and they're not they do them. The one they where they for talk to them, not they talk to them. Me, I just gains. Salon business just make a gains.
No, you no need for gains. This one for stand more. Because if una no stand as a team, this get for continue. As I still repeat it. Una we don't can gain knowledge in other man country. Una get a great role for play, for help to sister them down there. Una just get for do that. Una just find a way how una feel say, una able pass on this message where it reach the least man of that village. That's it. The una step down for change your life. But this salon talk, where can the politics? Make me what I say don't tire. Where can't the woman the una step say don't tire? Salon don't go inside.
No, me who say this so. Now me work this what they do.
Okay.
Now this how they do. So me already. are ready for champion in any way.
So this is a responsibility to you for look out for other women them we're ready so now they team up and push.
Not true. Not
Je
true.
vais bien
And
assurer en cas ça.
I plead to anybody, any of we sister there, anybody, man, you be woman. We want to be part of this. For let we help, for sensitize the layman in a salon about this violence and sexual harassment and all that thing and the woman they go through. Please, una reach through with brother there. And then go tell una the right channel out for do am. Una come together. We don't need money. We just need for come together and let we get way. For let we pass the message out. Let the message go. Let it reach to the people, the lay people, and let them understand. Now that we just want. If we brother and sister, the way they listen, within this forum, where they listen, me I appeal to una on behalf of all these alone women. They appeal to una for let una come join hand with we, for let we help for fight this violence against women because it don't pass mark. This not a woman no more get we the woman there, yes. Now we get for the before. Now we get for starting because now we business. But we need una back demand them. We need demand them back for involve and for help. Me I plead to everybody because salon they don't sexualize every woman. They don't me na sorry stian. You go to the office system, just like what me brother be the talk. I just they get mad where somebody where they right next to the president get an organization, then we they suffer so, but not thief organization. Because I don't see the reason. All you first lady that we can do waiting. Waiting that don't solve. When you talk, they say they jealous. When you talk, they say this man not sleep and waiting. But all the people out on the couch, all the musicians, the way they go and dance. Waiting they don't sensitize people. Waiting people and don't know. Waiting people and don't learn.
I think the name na the most
Look
important
the number just they go up.
They know the name. Answer for gas period.
Now the name they know. The 419 name. The name what they put before for thief people the money.
And this not the only intention where they need where they get. For let them know the name, they all. Now when they know the name, then they can able for do it in they want for do. That's all.
When they know the name, then do it they want for do.
Yeah.
Waiting at the waiting me.
I
don't really understand. I don't talk and say me sometimes the day why they go salon and they hold me, they lock me in a jail. Me.
Because you know say anything we talk with now, it's either they tell you say in the APC or they tell you say they undermine the government.
Me I not care. Me I not say no they undermine no government.
The word and the undermine is sweet for talk so. Undermine. You are undermine the government. So then they don't forget about no now. As long as you say you want for
you look salon police, so you look that picky Aisha when they cry and go na police. Wait to hear. Who say fit to say if or be protected? Wait to hear. They say people are white try for tamper with them back. There is no safe haven in Sierra Leone for women. There is no safe haven in Sierra Leone for women. And when the woman then sit down, we know they do nothing.
Okay.
Hey,
so
like when my brother see no more, that 30% all they cry for.
Because
if we never solve our own problem, they give you that 30%. We go able to solve the country problem.
I think that's the big question, but don't look back to the responsibility of the government. It's not about physical, sexual, but you get other way where you violate women their rights. Where you violence them, emotionally
And I give you an example. We president though, I for say verbally or I for say with words. Insult a woman na radio station.
Yes.
Or TV station.
Yes.
Just because woman ask her if he and the former president na party.
Yes.
That
On
what they will
98.1.
tell to that what they will tell to that woman they so. You know, supposed for tell that woman they.
But
Exactly.
in we society, we not take them big. But
You
if
know,
not any other
suppose.
side, they swan for that. Anyway,
Then,
let me take this clip quick on this health issue with woman and picking them. Let you see, say, the thing they move from different angle them. Let we see how woman them, you know, they feel this pain again when it comes to the matter of the health. You know, when they come back, just not stay with we, no go no side.
This now cross section of the patient them na the ward, specifically emergency room and C ward. We not only for under 5 children, 0 to 14 years who they admit. Now because of no medical care from the staffs, then we don't go on strike today. They said don't decide say then they left, then they go because they not go in a ward, nobody need to take care of them, nobody need to see them picking them, and then picking them literally then sick. Them very sick. Some way they see now them picking them be there with oxygen, them picking them be need prompt medical attention. So we go ask few them. Agbe where we man. So who are the law? Who admit igwe? So no si satu lo ha. So sa ge o ga no gbe ya wule ga lo. So bo we ga na bo va u bon dis aboa.
Na ba mu bon di tun bo mu imagi fa se agbange wa mu ya no si lo e mule nga se awo man do ero ti ma fa mu dia mu ima. So mo ti ma te ti ali ma ti na fa mu dia mu ima.
The doctor dey tell you na again dey you lover. Doctor and TV tawlo. Who call up from your doctor and TV tawlo? We call. So we molly.
Wo molly. Wa wo gbogbo go never nurse sati ward in doctor sati ward in wo gbogbo go na ma. Wo va be mo. Okay, wa wo gbogbo hu mo na va. Wo ward in only unu lo ai na ha eh.
So we are corner ball.
We are corner ball yeah. Okay. This is not just view of the patient relatives them. We see them get them picked and them back. We then don't decide for go since then at the ward no medical attention no day. So they don't decide for go to another facility or better still now then hoses them. So this is not the situation where they happen presently in a Sallieu hospital. No medical to treat these children. No good concern for the medical staff. Nobody know in a world where they take care of them picking them and then picking the way they say I see the one way mama holds so in week 1. So this now for letting me the general public let them know say this is what is happening in Sallieu facility and we need prompt attention from the government. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is the first section of the staff in Sallieu. We don't strike because no salary for the past month. We want government to intervene. We need government to intervene. And the one government to intervene. This is a peaceful citizens that need to work. We no salary and no authority where they can't talk to them. We want salary. We want salary. We want salary. 4 good months, no salary. So this na for inform authorities and we concerned.
Anti-salary. Anti-salary. No pay, no more. No more voluntary. No more voluntary.
This is so heartbreaking. For see small picking like this. Look, they don't pull them come out now hospital and they go then at us. What if then go die? Then una want tell me for say we government, medical staff, then are the people that we you una for prioritize. Now the people that una for put before. Now the people and they una for waiting set them because now then they teach to people that we they sick. You know how draining this job be? You know, I tell like, I believe said the nonsense if we strike, not to say they want for strike, but they say they don't tire because they get out them for feeding us. Then get people them, then get picking and then we then say they take care of. Una look, Papa government, who say una day, salon people them. Now the salon this way want for we picking, now the future this way we need. And before I left this, before I go away, because I will just say this. I believe say this rape culture na circle where we need for break. And every day I believe so we they get opportunity for better and examine we behavior them. We the woman them and the man them. Please, they beg for let una join and with we. Let we come together and let we bring end to this rape culture inside we country and to this abuse, this violence against women and children. Please, not to for let we just sit down no more, not to for just sit down no more say, me not a politician. I'm not a politician. I know there no political party. Me na salon na me political party. Green, white, and blue na me political party. Please, I want let we think that way day, and let we cancel. We salon woman, let we join hands together, and let we able for help with people them. Because if not of that, this circle can never be broken. If we not come together and fight together as women, and we get, and also we get strong man them back, we go ready for back we up. I want to thank you very much for everything.
Okay, Bible, you know, based on this particular thing, you know, somebody be just send a message say, this na political sabotage, you know, for sabotage the government. This particular video on the health and then picking away then come on our hospital.
Well, I think by this time, if we're used to this kind of people, for anything, anytime where something happen, we get for do with this government, you get a party picking them, like where one of your sister just call them now a video yesterday. You get a party picking them where they not ever see the truth or they not ever see the bad thing what this government they do. But I think something like this, you not go take them for be a propaganda even. If now your sister, now your brother, now your auntie, now your uncle, the nurse them not strike now the hospital. The hospital way they roll it down. The nurse they don't strike it because the government where you come and comment for so, not able to pay them and not to the first time this for see we nurses them, doctors them they strike. Even the so-called corona where una caretaker they shout say it did because we're not a doctor. I don't know if it did or in ordinary we are. But the caretaker a doctor they say it did. The front line workers them now you will see them they cry. Up till now some of them they cry. So if now you post in the dorm at that hospital, not know they right? And some of these people they go on various villages them too believe under the country medicine. They go to the hospital, they see not know they definitely they just get for common ado. So if the people that common ado, then they feel a pain with tears, right? Somebody make a coverage video like that for send them out there so the message they reach. They use it on your corner. So until you they enjoy all a cup of rice self, not there for you for it. But just because of green, this na me party, now that they say I die. Right? People they come out and talk, so other people they listen. For make help able come, so with people and they able be at the safer side, you come and say, now political scandal, it left to you. So maybe some of these people, you not able to change them, and not able to change them, nobody not able to change them, because the narrative on them gets it different. They don't come, not on the first one, this, any day also, I must get one or two where they come and talk, where they feel. But it is normal. Waiting at the say no more, sick na matter. And again, no the foreign na one man do much. Today you dey talk of the government because now you on party, you na party picking. If they do good, they do bad, they do worst, you know one know. People they talk of that, they come and say this and that. One day, the bitterness of this government go reach now in foot. When you said they no say, the people that out there, not to cassava leave their bed. We go show them, video them, they send them out because they want to give the government bad name, as you say. So some of them people are may able to change. Not just left there. Normally we can call them child of labor. So not just left there like how see them.
Okay, we want to apologize. We're happy that we're able to deal with this issue, but we want to apologize because we, at the end of the day, we choose not for mix them up. So the issues that will be pinpoint for now, so we come up with the left hand for tomorrow. Yeah, by the grace of God, please, no vex for that. We get issues them like the bank governor, we don't confess publicly, say a bribe. Like the Samura Kamara, we don't indict for AACC, don't indict.
Again.
Then we get as well the suffer PORSH budget we one can talk about as one honorable member column. But we go left all of the issues and for tomorrow and just happy that we talk about we mama them, we sister them, we wife them today. You know, some of we if we don't be victim, well, we don't be perpetrator of them things and then let we go down on our knees. You know, ask God for forgiveness, beg the one that will be don't do them to, and make sure say we don't go back to them things and they because we get for treat them like ladies, we get for treat them like women. Okay, so we're happy that we get this all day today where we dedicate this one whole program where we dedicate so we mama them, we sister them, we wife them, and everybody. You know, when a woman, we're happy, we tell una thank you for una self participate. We find out say plenty of people they come and go, but because not so political tranga we they talk about, most of them not to get interest. I know we say disappointed.
People.
Now that they get the one for a year. But we actually glad that we talk about this issue today. We're happy and this now 16 days activism we begin today.
Yeah, activism.
Yes, and they continue till the 10th of December 20.
When at the Human Rights Day.
Yes, 2021. And interestingly, the 10th of December, when in this 16 days they done, now they did the way Samora for making first appearance in court. So if we don't reach to this point, maybe we need for a wrap up. And first of all, before you say anything, I want for personally, on behalf of the team, tell you plenty thank you. Nira, honestly, we they call her Miss Naira, but not only name that one day.
May I call her Naira Mali?
Yeah, so not only name. Is it not to Nigeria money? A name na Nira. We get her now this time around.
Yes.
So now a name down the Miss Nira. Anyway, I don't know so for begin. Then can say ladies first, but because of Nigerian program, I don't know if we can make the end up.
No, una end up for me. I don't say thank you to everybody,
okay,
and
still.
I don't plead, and I continue for plead
okay.
back. Say let we come together, just like I wanna say we don't come out of salon, we don't reach them place there, we don't learn a lot. Let we come together and find a way for let we able for help the people and back there, for let them self get the information, for let them self know waiting at their rights as women and as society. I just continue for appeal, and I want to say plenty thank you to Una, and I want to say thank you to you, Sembe Pierre, by Bure, and to me, dear sister Amina Majid Majid. I know say
without don't know, because the other one, another person name.
Without you,
Majid Malik.
Majid Malik. I know say without you, sister admin, this not before happen. Thank you so much to Una for Una give me Una platform for make her able pass me voice.
No, I want to correct you, please. This not a we
yes.
platform.
Okay, now we all
thank you.
Now we all know you are the onions. This is about it's all about Sierra Leone. Sierra de Leone.
Thank you very much, my sister. We respect una, we honor una, as we always say, we all are family members them. Anybody we want to use this platform, you don't need even for knock we don't, not just a matter of sending you a message that Bible we need the platform open for now, because if we there as a family, there is no way
I think say
nobody
you take back. So if that person get in show we want make late call we, no? If he get for do it national issue.
No, he said he no flop self.
No, you always talk so tomorrow that day go come and say, hey, Bible and SMP, we get we show the camo, why use our platform?
No. Who know the music reaction I ask them, so you know you can't show business now. So as I say, people the platform open for any issue we get for do, but we had in go on before it open. So far, so good. My brother don't already say sorry for the issues them way we don't give another headline say we for address today, but yet still next don't come do the clean jishno with a kaya back and try for can talk. We can pick the bone of the fish. The issues them where we tell you, especially outside the bank governor come and confess, come and prove which say he give boku couple. So some salon people for make them bring the news. Well, tomorrow we can know and ask who that them give that money day until we meet again in another beautiful edition of the same program. I would like for say kuna tata tables along
Wait. The mommy sing.
And take you to the higher place.
This time is sister. In the beginning, not the end.
Okay.
Now remix.
Okay, wait, I don't tell now.
She put a smile upon your face and take you to the higher place. So what? Don't estimate. Okay, I will just read this one. Don't estimate the strength of a woman.
The strength of a woman.
Don't underestimate the strength of a woman.
Yes.
Shaggy.
Okay, thank you.
Shaggy, sing no.
No.
You na Shaggy, don't take a strength of a woman. Yes, we play for the beat.
Bible.
Shaggy will sing more.
Bible.
I don't tell people not to artists in matches. And when they say
now you don't turn tennis, you don't turn keyboard pan people and tennis. Now make a recall you can't do. Anyway, one more time, Niga, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
So much. You and the team we put this thing together, we appreciate you so much. You know, we like we una the call our attention certain time to some very important something there. For let we come and discuss out. They are big. We are not call it tomorrow for show.
No, thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
All right. Until we meet again tomorrow by the grace of God. One for
Sister Agnes don't begin call you Shaggy. So the name not stand left by you.
No, wait, he said Mrs. Shaggy. Sister Agnes.
But he knows that in a married and girlfriend.
You're uncle.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much for all your like, you don't comment and all. Please hit the like button for we. Last year almost like button they get, and I can't challenge you now. We get 120. If you really know say you did down with the woman.
Come on, not get woman there inside yours.
On give me 200 likes. 200 likes if you did down with the woman them.
When I hit the like button, man them, woman them, una cannot. Una show say una dey bien with the woman dem. Una hit the like button.
200 likes. Yeah, una give them please. Anyway, until we meet again in another beautiful edition of your program, I want to say God bless we all. Have a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for who you don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.